Hello Guardians and welcome to the Prison of Elders. My name is Digi and today I'll be walking you through the PoE 35 boss, Skolas. Now, unlike traditional videos, including a previous one of my own where we show you how the battle would play out when everyone plays their part and does a perfect strategy, today I thought I'd show you what can go wrong and if it does, a potential way of how to recover from it. So, leaving your spawn point, you're going to head out and turn right and come up to this platform, which I still think personally is the better choice than heading out and going to the left platform, as up here the boss cannot come up and surprise you. So from the very start, while the ads are spawning, or while they've yet to spawn, we're going to bombard him with our rocket launchers and do as much damage as possible. And once we've dealt with that, a bunch of ads are going to spawn. A bunch of very annoying ads. And we're going to take them out. Before we deal any more damage to the boss, our job is to take out the ads. Now, the group I'm playing with today, I'm playing with Lunar, who's a warlock. I play with Lunar all the time, he's a legend. And another random player that we picked up. So, in actual fact, the footage I'm showing you right now is our third attempt together. We were still doing a few dry runs to get used to each other, but things started going our way, so we decided to just press forward. But unfortunately not everything went our way, thus the idea for the video. So, still working away at ads, we're getting a beating by Skolas, and his main cannon there will cause a tremendous amount of splash damage, which makes it very difficult for us up here. In runs I've done before, I've typically tended to have a Titan with me, and the Titan shield will give us a bit of relief every now and again, the Titan bubble, but this time we were running with 2 warlocks and a hunter. Just curious to see how it goes. Because I did say in my previous video that I think it can be done, I know it can be done, with any combination of players. I was just most comfortable with a warlock for self-res, a Titan for the bubble, and a hunter being me. As a good team combination. But anyway, here we are, taking out the ads and trying to survive. And we think we've done a good job. One of my team members there has gone to find the little ball thing. I still forget what it's called. Probably a servitor or something. And when he kills it, we'll be able to deal damage to Skolas. Now, you see me there just a second ago firing my handgun at the boss. The reason I'm doing that is to try and keep him in our vicinity and not to chase my teammate. And there we go. So he's killed the servitor. And we're going to let loose again with our rockets and everything we've got. And we've broken the bonds. Once it says the servitor bonds are broken, it means you're at about 50% health. And you no longer need to go after those little glowing balls, those servitors, and kill them. So we're laying out the damage here, not thinking about it, and we get this message: dismantle mines or die. We were not ready for this. The ads are already out. So I've got to run as fast as I can, and wouldn't you know it, the first point to pop up, the first mine to dismantle, is all the way back at A. So now I'm stuck out in the field. Thank God for warlocks, huh? I was down to the last guardian. So now I'm stuck out in the field. The ads are already in play. I have the devouring essence on me and no one nearby me. And I've got to dismantle both mines. Fantastic. So this can potentially go wrong. It doesn't always play out perfect. And because both guardians died, naturally, I'm in with a chance of getting the next buff. Thankfully, one of my warlock buddies came out to take that off me. And that's a point I wanted to make. Although typically when there's a hunter in the party, the hunter goes after the mines from the center and the far. It doesn't mean that that's his job. I'm the last guardian again. It doesn't mean that that's his job exclusively. And if he's in any difficulty, regardless of if you're a warlock or a titan, you should be jumping out there to help rather than criticizing your hunter. Because your hunter can't do everything single-handedly all of the time. No role can. So I was lucky enough to get both mines and to get one of my buddies up. We're just going to take care of the ads that are jumping in on us now. We're dealing with a game of survival. We have a man down. My buddy Lunar has the essence on him. I'm able to absorb it, but he will not be able to absorb it back. So we have to get our other teammate up. This is critical. So the idea is I'm going to take it and go invisible. But as I'm crouching, of course, no. As luck would have it, he's not going to turn invisible right now, so I'm going to burn my super instead to go get him. Which I'm going to regret at a later point. But anyway. So pick him up. And I'm going to head right back. Because that's the place to be. So, on my way back... Oh, boss! Watch the boss. Be very careful around the boss. Jump back up, and now our strategy is like before. Forget the boss. Well, forget him in such a sense that we don't want to deal damage to him just yet. Instead, we want to clear the ads. And why it's important to clear the ads, amongst all other reasons I can think of, is when the next set of mines spawn, alongside them, more ads are going to spawn as well. Oh, I'm down. But while the ads are spawning, they need to come out the doors and get into position. So that gives me as a hunter a clear run to center or the far side with no ads in position at that point. If it was a case that there was no ads taken care of and I had to run up, when my invisibility wears off and they see me, A, I'm going to take a tremendous amount of damage really quickly, and B, they're going to start following me to the far mine, which is C. So I really don't want them on my tail as much as possible, and this is why when I play with teams, we do a cleanup job. Before we do anything else, before we take on the boss at any level, we clean up. Otherwise we're going to regret it later. I mean, we could bombard him with rockets right now, and then we could just see what happens, but we put an awful lot of effort so far to get to this point and to stay alive. It would be a hell of a shame to restart, you know? So the idea is now we think we've got everything. We're going to get our teammate up, make sure everyone's in up, and we're going to get me up as well. Make sure everyone's in tip-top order for this final run, because we weren't the last time. Our goal was to take him down to 50% health, and I might have overdone it a little bit, and we actually got the mines spawning when we didn't want them to, because we should have taken care of the ads first. But we adapted. So they're waiting to get me up. And what we want to do, I've said it in the previous video, but I'll say it again. What we want to do is structure things in such a way that we don't start attacking him until I have the essence. Until I have the essence for a few seconds. That way, one of my team members can take the essence from me as I depart and go to take care of the mines. Because the last thing we want is for me to have the essence and go taking care of the mines. Because by the time I get to the far mine, or the second mine, depending if I have to run up and then come back down to the center, I'll be dead. So that's not going to work. So I'm going to take the essence here in a second. Oh, just watching the sneaky boss there who's moved to our left flank. So I've got the essence, so I'm going to give it a few seconds and I'm going to tell my team, about now, let's do this. And we're going to unload everything we have, whether it's a galley or whether it's rocket launcher of your choice, or whether you want to bombard him with snipers, it doesn't really matter, but we're going to give him everything we've got. Waste of a rocket there on my part, but I will make up for it. Fire again. Pop. Nope, and there we go. Very, very tempting to fire another rocket or two at him, I know. But just in case the next dismantle point is all the way to the other side of the map, as it is, I don't have the time to stay behind and kill the boss and then head to take the mine. I'm sure I could pull it off in some universe, but even taking that risk and causing my team to wipe, I don't want that to happen. We're all in this together, so we'll play it smart. So I'm defusing the mine, and you'll notice right now, to get to the next mine, I would love to have my super to go invisible, but I don't. Because I wasted my super picking up my teammate because I was less than patient. And thankfully, one of my team members has jumped out there to try and get the B-spawn. And he grabbed it. Fair play to him. So I'm making my way back, just trying to survive. It's going to be a survival game again. We've got him down to a slither. We've just got to survive, get this point. A few rockets going off here. And pop. Okay, we've taken him out, and we've taken the mines. That's exactly what we wanted. Not a perfect run by any means of the imagination. We were very sloppy. We didn't coordinate very well on the first... on the second volley we gave to the boss, where we should have taken him down to 50%. We took him much further, which caused problems, but thankfully, and I did emphasize the importance of this in my previous video, so if you haven't watched it, by all means check it out, but I did emphasize the importance of playing with people you're comfortable with. Playing with people who are good, and not good in the sense of skill, because anyone can, you know, with enough runs of this, get the hang of it. Good in the sense that they're good to play with, that you enjoy playing with them, that no one's criticizing the other person or putting blame on anyone. During that, and I wish I had captured the in-game audio for you guys, but during that point where we had hang on, right now I'm just moving a treasure key from the app to my character. But when we overshot the 50% mark and actually spawned the dismantled mines, it's absolutely beautiful, especially when the mistake is mine, that everyone's laughing about it and we're thinking, okay, so Digi, just go take care of it and I'm gone. And they're trying to figure out what else can we do to help, and then bang, they're dead. One of them revives, realizes I'm most likely going to get the essence, gets up the other teammate and is already on his way, telling me, Digi, I'm coming, don't worry, don't panic. Work on the mine, I'll be there to grab the essence off you. That is teamwork. That is a team working at its best. If someone is in there huffing and puffing, do you know what, it's just not worth it. If I'm going to spend this kind of time working with someone, I want to make sure that I enjoy it. So I got some nice drops from this. Did pretty well. And some other not so nice drops from the chest. But anyway, what can you do? So I sincerely hope this video has helped you rethink some of your strategies or has helped you in some way. Until next time, all the best, guys.